Welcome back to the Milwaukee Brewers franchise here in MLB 15 The Show. This is going to be opening day of 2017, and we are going to be taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates in Pittsburgh. And before I hop into the video, I would like to apologize because I did not upload for the last few days, and that is because I was sick. You guys know in my last video I mentioned at the beginning that I was basically, you can probably tell at the end of the video that I sounded pretty bad. And I just had a really bad throat thing. Well, the next few days, it progressed, and then it progressed, and then it progressed, and by progressed, I mean it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse, until the point where I literally couldn't even, like, talk for more than, like, I don't know, maybe like a minute without having to, like, blow my nose or cough or do something. It's still sick, my nose is still all congested and everything, but it's to the point where I can talk now and do a commentary. So that's why we're here. As we are here for the opening day. Last season, of course, we know that we finished last in the NL Central 75-87, while Pittsburgh, they finished second place, 2 games behind the Chicago Cubs, who were the only playoff team from this division, so they were that close to making the playoffs, but they missed out on the playoffs just as like us, and now we're going to be opening our season against them. So, with that being said, since there's not really too much to go over, there's no stats or anything, you're just going to see the batting orders and the pitching rotations on your screen while I'm talking about this stuff. So there's not too much to go over. We are just going to hop straight into this opening day game against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And our Milwaukee Brewers take on the Pittsburgh Pirates here on opening day 2017 at PNC Park here in Pittsburgh. Garrett Cole got the nod for the Pirates, the 6'4", 230, 26-year-old. The right-hander gets the nod on opening day. Leadoff batter, first pitch of the season is a drag bunt from Eric Young Jr., the new leadoff man for this team, as he gets that down for a single. So he's on first. Second pitch of the season, he takes off for a second. Great start to the season. He's already in scoring position. So now the next batter in the inning is Jonathan Lucroy. Well, he's the third batter in the inning, as he takes the one up the middle, and EYJ scores no problemo. So it's 1-0 Pittsburgh, just like 1-0 Milwaukee, just like that. Correction. So now bottom half of the first, Chris Medlin, the new #1 starter for this Brewers team, gets the nod, as Starling Marte's hot shot skips over Prado at third over his shoulder, picked up by Sardinas, but it's a single for Marte. And then Harrison rips one. Sardinas, usually a pretty solid defender, but that one just goes right under his glove because of the animation. So first and second, nobody out. McCutcheon goes down on the high. Cheese, 93, he goes down looking. That's 1 out, runners on first and second. Young Jung Ho Gong comes up. He strikes out, that's 2 outs. So now 2 outs, runners on first and second. Pedro Alvarez, he grounds out the short. Sardinas takes his time, tosses over to second. That's 3 outs, and it's still 1-0 Milwaukee. Head to the top half of the second, Jake Marisnick grounds out to second. He'll toss over to first. And then we'll head to the bottom half of the second for a little bit of back and forth action for a while as Medlin strikes out Garrett Cole. Now we head to the top half of the third as Jonathan Lucroy is at the plate with a runner on first and 2 outs. As Garrett Cole gets him to ground out to the shortstop, flip over to second, glove-to-glove transfer. And then we head to the bottom half of the third. Starling Marte, he goes down on the changeup. And now, for some action in the top half of the fourth, Joel Villanueva. Now the starting first baseman rips this one into the right center field gap off the right field wall. And he's going to have himself a stand-up double easily. So then Martin Prado comes up, the new third baseman, slaps one down to the first baseman. He'll step on the bag, but Villanueva moves up to third. So then Marisnick comes up. He strikes out, so 2 outs now. With man on third, Brett Phillips, the right fielder, slaps one into the left field gap. Or left field, in between the shortstop and third base gap. It's 2-0 Milwaukee. We'll skip ahead here to the bottom half of the eighth as Junichi Tazawa, one of the new relievers, the setup man, strikes out Josh Harrison for the third out of the inning. So now we head to the bottom half of the ninth. Still 2-0 as Corey Knievel comes out, looking for his first save of the season, and he gets Neil Walker to pop up to do just that. As the Milwaukee Brewers come with the victory by a score of 2-0 here on opening day 2017 over the Pittsburgh Pirates, as they will start their season 1-0, and the Pittsburgh Pirates will start theirs 0-1. Chris Medlin Player of the game, pitched 6 strong in his Brewers debut here in opening day, only gave up 3 hits, struck out 7. He gets the win. Corey Knebel gets the save. EYJ in that leadoff spot was 2 for 5 in the day. Joe Villanueva's 1 hit on his 4 plate appearances was a double that actually manufactured a run as well. Brett Phillips was 2 for 4 with an RBI, and Lucroy was 1 for 3 with an RBI as well in the Brewers' 2-0 victory here on opening day over the Pittsburgh Pirates, their NL Central foe. So with that being said, that'll wrap things up here for this edition of Brewers Baseball. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd